Hello and welcome to Movie Trailer Rankings. It's Sunday, that means we take a look at a classic movie trailer, and since we're in the middle of March Madness, we thought we'd take a look at the trailer for the classic basketball movie, Hoosiers. Where's it going to end up on our leaderboards? We think it depends on these key factors, so watch for them as we watch the trailer, analyze it, score it, and rank it. This trailer is going to tell you that it needs a second chance to finish first, and so we're going to give it that chance starting right now.
These 6 individuals have made a choice to work, a choice to sacrifice, put themselves on the line, represent you, this high school. This is your team.
Hoosiers. They needed a second chance to finish first.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the championship game.
You're not the new coach.
Are you expecting somebody different?
Younger.
Most incredible and improbable confrontation.
Well, those of you who don't know, my name is Norman Dale. I coached college ball for 10 years, but it's been 12 years since I've blown this.
In the illustrious history of the Indiana High School basketball tournament.
That's a hell of a team you had there.
You knew that team?
I know everything there is to know about the greatest game ever invented.
With a pint size hardly big enough for 3 syllables, Hickory Huskers, enrollment 64.
Out of here. Right now.
You kicking me out?
Yes. Don't come back until you learn to keep your mouth shut and listen.
Take on the defending state champions, the Mighty Bears of South Bend Central.
Run you off the boards. You got to squeeze them back in the paint. Make them chuck it from the cheap seats.
Already calling this the game of the century.
I've seen them, the real sad ones. They sit around the rest of their lives talking about the glory days.
News people from all over the Midwest are here to witness Hoosierland's version of the Cinderella story.
It's got to work out this time. That's it for good.
The starting lineup for the Huskers.
Or my boys only know basketball, farming, and school.
A basketball hero around here is treated like a god.
You know, most people would kill to be treated like a god just for a few moments.
Forget about the crowds, the size of the school, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
Let's win this and for all the small schools who never had a chance to get here.
I love you guys.
Team!
Gene Hackman, Barbara Hershey, Dennis Hopper. Hoosiers. They needed a second chance to finish first.
All right, hey, if this is the first time you have been to our channel, welcome. We are glad that you're here. If you want to know more about how we rank movie trailers, we made a video for that. You can click in the upper right-hand corner of your screen or in the description below to see that video. Check it out. Let us know what you think. In order to rank this trailer, we need to cover a few of what we call critical non-factors. These are things about the movie that we don't want to let affect the score of the trailer because they're outside of the control of the trailer editor. So some of the critical non-factors for this trailer are, well, casting. So maybe you like this cast, maybe you don't. This is Gene Hackman, kind of in his prime, and a good cast around him. So in general, this is considered a pretty good cast, but we're not going to give credit to that to this trailer. It's a sports movie, so it's got a lot of sports tropes in it. You're going to see a whole lot of sports cliches, and that might make you roll your eyes a bit, but we're not going to hold that against this trailer either. Even though they're in there, they do have to decide how to use them, but we're not going to try to let it affect the score. And then this is a classic. It's widely considered one of the best sports, not just basketball movies, but sports movies of all time. And so if you've seen this movie, you really like it, we're not going to give credit to the trailer for that or hold it against it if this isn't one of your favorites. So let's move on to scoring. And while this does feel like a good trailer, I think because in part of some of the performances that they have, the nostalgia that's there, it sort of feels good. It does just, as a marketing piece, it gives the game away in the opening period and it just never stops. And really, how did this happen?
Whoa, I don't play defense.
Oh, okay. Well, technically it's sound. It's got good editing and good use of the footage. But from a narrative standpoint, it's a disaster. Using the setup around the final championship game, where just like everybody is listening to the broadcast of the game the whole way through, using that as the backbone of this trailer from a narrative standpoint tells us less than 30 seconds in what is going to happen. We see a team and the coach, and we see them working hard at practice, and then the first actual game we see, 30 seconds in, boom, it's the championship game. That's it. Everything else at that point is just pure sort of cliche and basically amounts to a montage of story beats that tells you everything you need to know about this movie and what's going to happen on the way to the championship game. And now this movie's old enough that some of these things might not have seemed so cliche at the time, but we even get the coach's locker room speech and the obligatory, "No matter what happens, I love you guys" lines. Honestly, we see everything but the final shot at the end to win the game. On one more note, though, all of these things hurt this trailer if you think of this movie as a drama. It's not selling a dramatic movie very well at all. But if you think of it as a sports movie, one of the things that we like about sports is that we do know all of this stuff already. The appeal and the drama are all about that final game-winning shot. So if you're coming at this movie as a sports fan, the fact that it's giving away so many details means a whole lot less to you than maybe if you're looking at it as a drama. Does that make it a better trailer? No, but you can enjoy it a lot more. And if you remember this movie at all, it is great. So it does feel good, like we said, even if it's not all that great of a marketing piece. Does this trailer need a second chance? Maybe. I think it needs a third or even a fourth. So overall, we're going to give the trailer for Hoosiers a score of 5 out of 10. Let's see where it falls on our leaderboards. That's going to put it number 9, so it did crack the top 10, but we're only in March right now. So if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more movie trailer reviews and rankings like this, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Helps us out, but also keeps you notified about when we put out new content. We want to hear from you. What do you think? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? How's your bracket doing? We want to hear about that. Let us know in the comments below. So thanks for watching. Don't go anywhere. More trailer reviews are just a click away.